Bill Connolly dropped the returning production metrics. I have always been an advocate of Bill Connolly's returning production article being featured at halftime of the Super Bowl. I don't need to listen to Usher. I would much rather know what Clemson's returning production numbers look like. And so Bill Connolly has dropped these over on ESPN.com. I normally take half a day off work just to consume it, but now I work in this industry, so management considers this work. These are a very, very valuable resource. Yes, recruiting matters. Yes, backfilling losses matter through the portal. No, this is not a tell-all stat, but it's a valuable resource. How much of your production is returning this upcoming year? And I was looking at the top 10. Guess who number 1 is? Well, first off, guess who number 2 is? Iowa State, playoff team this upcoming year. Spoiler alert. Virginia Tech's number 1. Got 86% returning production. Iowa State just behind them at 85%. And the rest of the top 10 sounds like this: Nebraska, Oklahoma State, Virginia. What's happening in the state of Virginia this year? Northwestern, Kennesaw State, welcome to FBS. Rutgers, Miami of Ohio, and Syracuse. I think that we've been talking about Virginia already, and I didn't even know they were number 1. I knew they were going to be way up there. I didn't know they were going to be number 1 in returning production. And Iowa State, man, what more can I say? Get ready. Get ready. You think I've been a homer for them in the past? Nah, nothing like you've seen this year. We may just peel off the red and yellow. We may be black and white NWO version of Iowa State this year. We don't need you to love us. We don't need you cheering us on. We got us, okay? As long as we got us, we got a guy about to win the Super Bowl at quarterback this Sunday in Brock Purdy. We're fine. We're going to be fine. Rest of you, I don't know, but we're going to be fine. Utah. Where's Utah, Jesse? We were looking at them earlier. They're in the above 70% area, which is still good. Texas A&M's up there, which I think takes some people by surprise because you picture A&M in your mind and you're like, well, they got Mike Elko, but didn't all the players leave? Not all of them. Some of them did, but they also brought some guys in. And so A&M is not going to be a painfully, woefully inexperienced team this upcoming year. Penn State's up there fairly high. Texas, Oregon, again, through the portal. You see them lose Bo Nix, but you need to pay attention to the fact that they pick up Dylan Gabriel and Dante Moore. So that's the above 70% crowd there. Iowa's up there too, for the record. But what about the bottom? 3 of the 4 college football playoff teams are down near the bottom. Washington, not surprisingly, is tied for 128th in returning production. You know who they're tied with? Michigan. And Michigan doesn't even have a bunch of returning production on their coaching staff either. Bama's at 115. Of course, Bama was in the 120s last year and still went to the playoff. So like I said, this is not a tell-all stat, but it is a telling stat. Now, the most fun thing I think we could do is we could take some of these teams who, may be at like 45 or 50 in overall returning production, but realize there are extremes. For instance, Oklahoma. You look at them, they got the 8th best returning production on defense, but they got 111th on offense. Clemson, 20th on offense, 103rd on defense. Miami, 18 offense, 84 defense. Iowa, 12th offense, 65th defense. So, that's really where it becomes imperative on those sides of the ball where you're in the 100s. You need some young guys to step up, or you need to really be active in the post-spring portal. And I'm not a big believer that, the post-spring portal is going to, bail anyone out. You may hit gold, strike gold every now and then, but that's going to be tough.